Matthew Ogunbukola, California Intercontinental University, Management 620, Risk Management, taught by Dr. Adrian. This presentation was done on 27th June 2020. Introduction. Risk maturity model outlined vital indicators and activity that comprise a sustainable and repeatable and mature enterprise risk management program. The risk maturity model helps to create an agreed framework that will assist in assessing the stages of risk management implementation. It also helps the organization to know the degree of the risk management process. Introduction continue. It is useful for an organization that is willing to improve its current risk management approach. Organizations can use it to rate themselves against rival organizations in the same industry. It has 5 levels of progression, with the quality of the risk management process within each level that is good for incremental improvement that provides a logical direction from initiate to stable process. Types of organization. First, we have the naive risk organization. This organization is unaware of the need for risk management and has no structured approach for dealing with uncertainty. We have the novel. A novel organization experiment with risk management application but no formal structure of managing risk. We have the normalized. A normalized risk organization sees the management of risk as a routine business process and implement risk management on all its projects. Then the last, which is a natural. A natural risk organization has a risk-aware culture with a proactive approach to risk management in all aspects of its business. Risk information is keenly used to improve business process and gain competitive advantage. Risk processes are used to manage opportunity as well as potential negative impact. Level of maturity. The naive risk organization is one that the management of risk is every staff's responsibility. In this situation, it is up to an interested unit manager to pursue good practice in respect to the management of risk. The novel risk organization is where separate management of risk group consists of specialists who conduct analysis for operations and projects, and they operate on a task-by-task basis. The normalized risk organization exists when the specialist group is integrated within existing management group at each organizational level. More formal mechanisms are needed to communicate risk information among these different groups. Although still mainly task-oriented, more structure or formal management of risk approach. The normalized risk organization is one that has integrated risk management into its structure fully. In this organization, the management of risk is everyone's responsibility, but with infrastructure that incorporates a standard analysis and management process. Advantage of risk maturity. Risk maturity model helps to create an agreed framework that will assist in assessing the stages of risk management implementation. It also helps the organization to know the degree of the risk management process. It is useful for an organization that is willing to improve its current risk management approach. Organization can use it to rate themselves against rival organizations in the same industry. Enterprise risk management roadmap. Every organization should have a roadmap. The organization should incorporate risk management into its culture and business process. The organization must carry its staff along if they want their risk management program to be acceptable. The organization must identify the attitude of their staff towards risk management. The organization must make sure their risk management is of best practice and fits into their risk culture and must monitor the implementation of the process and effectiveness. They must have a balanced risk approach to their business strategy that can improve enterprise performance with risk appetite and tolerance. The organization should implement a knowledge risk management framework suitable for its business and should monitor how risk knowledge is conveyed among its various departments. They should have in place an all-inclusive methodology that requires all departments within the organization to participate in the management of risk and must be accountable for the mismanagement of vital risk. Ways to kickstart the risk management roadmap. The organization should organize a workshop for its staff because this will allow them to create a blueprint document that will contain how their risk management program is tailored to the organization business model. The roadmap will allow the organization to know the exact risk management program capability and allow them to understand the specific action it will take to insert risk management in its organizational culture. It will allow them to know the potential risk management implementation roadblock and how they can avoid them. Their top management will be able to define a practical strategy on how to execute its risk management application in a sequence that is effective in terms of improving its risk management practice and culture with total commitment from all stakeholders. The roadmap will allow staff to gain a deep understanding of their roles in the risk management process and how they will contribute to the overall performance of the organization. Goals in each stage of the risk management model. Establish context. The risk context is all that the factors that will not allow the firm to achieve its stated mission objective both internally and externally. Identify the risk. The organization should use a systemic approach to recognize potential risks and must address all vital risks that can affect the organization's achievement and objective. Analyze and evaluate. Once risks are detected, the firm should be concerned about the root cause and probability of the risk occurring and the positive or negative outcome, and they need to focus on the identified risk. Develop alternatives. Guided by risk appetite, the organization should identify and assess a range of responsible strategies to accept, transfer, share, avoid, and mitigate significant risk. Respond to risk. In responding to the risk, the firm should prioritize them and develop suitable strategy that will address the priority risk. The goals continue. Monitor and review. The organization must frequently review, monitor, and update risk information within the organization and determine whether risk response and mitigation are working as planned. Continuous risk identification and assessment process. This should be an interactive process that must occur throughout the year, including surveillance of leading risk indicators both internally and externally. Organizations should use maturity model to address risk. 1. Risk management maturity model is a way for businesses to know where they are and assess their current situation to where they want and need to be if they are to obtain full advantage and discuss the value and cost of further investment in the management of risk. A maturity model is a valuable tool for planning and decision making that improves the organizational risk management competency because it creates a risk management approach that will help organizations uncover dependency and break down silos. A maturity model provides standardized criteria by which organizations can benchmark risk management strategy in order to assess program maturity level, strength and weakness, and develop the next step in the evaluation of their risk management program. Conclusion. Any organization that wishes to implement a risk management process to improve its existing process must have a clear definition of objective, proper planning and resourcing, and effective monitoring and control. They also need an excellent EMR tool that will help them to identify all areas of improvement and to measure the improvement of their risk management. That is why a risk management model is a great tool that can be used for this purpose. Thank you. And these are the references.